Sometimes the first solution we come up with is not always the best solution. Sometimes we got to think further. And when it comes to figuring out what is the core of our situation. So sit back, relax, and get ready for Weekly Wisdom. What's up, good people? Weekly Wisdom here with your boy Sean John. We're getting to the last few Weekly Wisdoms before I go out on parental leave, but I still do have some good nuggets for you until then. So, the first solution we come up with is not usually always the best solution. And sometimes it comes down to that we don't really understand the situation we're going through, the problem that we're trying to solve to begin with. So therefore, we just think of a solution and say, that's got to work. It seems like it's going to work. So yeah. But what we end up realizing is it doesn't work for us in the way that we had hoped for, we had thought for. Or there's the points where we compare ourselves to other people, because we do a lot of comparison. And so we see it work for somebody else, so it's got to work for us. Well, here's the thing. You have to look at your situation as your situation and understand ultimately, though there can be millions of people going through that situation, it is still you. And there's a lot of different things that you bring to that situation, which are going to navigate it the way it has been going and the way it needs to go. So let's just say, what's a situation here that we could explore? I'll take, myself. So for a while, I, was kept telling myself, I want to get up early. I want to get up early. Now, part of this was because there were all the motivational hype things. It's like, if you want to get this accomplished, you got to get up early. If you want it as bad as you can breathe, you're not going to sleep. You're not going to eat. You're going to grind. You're going to, all that type of stuff, and so I was really trying to get up early and early and earlier each day. And for a little bit, I had a routine going. I was like, oh, I can do this. But then here's the thing. When the motivation, that initial, rush of motivation start wearing off, then I was like, oh, okay, like I'm struggling to get up. And so I was like, oh, what if I just try to wake up earlier? So even if I hit snooze, I'm up by the time that I want to get up. But here's the issue. That didn't work either. And part two of that issue was I started to realize the core thing that really needed to happen was I needed to go to bed early. I didn't need to stay up watching Netflix. I didn't need to stay up watching Hulu or on social media or doing all these other things that, I was doing. I just needed to go to bed earlier, get a good night of sleep, and therefore I probably have a better chance of getting up early. And can I let you in on a little secret? It worked. So, what is it for you, the situation that you're going through, where you've tried solution after solution after solution, but you really haven't sat back to think about what's the problem at hand, but also what are the things that I'm doing which could be hindering me getting to the point of where I want to be? So, I think that is something that, we have to think about. Like, there's so many different scenarios that we can go through. Like, I could talk to you about one that I know many of us share, which is like dirty dishes. I can sit here and say like, oh man, I have a dishwasher. It should be no reason why I should have all these dirty dishes all the time. Well, I think like, oh, well, I'll try to figure out, maybe I just, as I use the dish, then I need to go ahead and rinse it, put it in the dishwasher. So that way, every time I start, like, it'll be good. Well, the issue was I was forgetting to put a little soap pack in there sometimes. But then I started to explore even more. And the real issue was that I just got lazy and never wanted to unload the dishwasher with clean dishes. And so therefore, I would let the other dishes pile up in the sink and get tired of seeing those, but then look and be like, wait, I don't have anywhere to put them. And so what I get is, again, look at what is really going on, people. Trust me. There are details that you aren't seeing which are going to be the cure for the solution that you're going through right now. So, what do you need to do to make time to find out what's really going on? That's all I got. Peace and blessings, y'all. One love.